2009, an unidentified researcher with the alias Satoshi Nakamoto releases Bitcoin, a supposedly untraceable cryptocurrency.
Asset 1080. What's it been, another 15 years? I'll confess we kept a closer eye on you this time after how long it took to find you for the Terra Nova job. Much as I hate to deliver the news, it's time to get back to work. Decrypted payment data has tipped us off to the location of legendary hitman Mateusz Sleeper Jelinski, whose past work has destabilized no fewer than 5 different governments. You'll find him in the usual condition at his family farm outside Warsaw. Start packing. The sleeper has officially been put to bed. Unfortunately, Asset, we have plenty of work ahead of us. I'll have an update as soon as our analysts are done determining who sent money to Jelinski and why. The world's changing, Asset. Have you been briefed on Bitcoin? We estimate that it's already being used for over 10% of all extra-legal business activity. Luckily, our security specialists have managed to subvert its encryption layer. Speaking of, we just got a match on Jelinski's client, Irish nationalist Cillian Walsh. Walsh has been trying to reignite unrest in Northern Ireland for over a decade, and no doubt he hired Jelinski to that end. Head to Belfast and make Walsh disappear.
The door is fixed. I'll just throw away the wooden wedge. I've turned on the gas. Dust to dust. I'll dump out the water right here. Did I really just eat a burnt-up dead guy? I've turned off the gas.
A proper cremation at a proper crematorium asset? If I didn't know better, I'd worry you lost your creative touch after all these years. On the other hand, why overthink these things? Well done in any case. With Walsh out of the picture, Ireland should remain free of any new troubles for the foreseeable future. Another dangerous man has received another large payment asset. This time it's Zachary Schubert, former sapper for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Schubert went absent without leave 5 years ago, days before the suspicious collapse of the Dewstonbury Bridge. Schubert was likely hired to sabotage the dam at the Millard Fillmore Reservoir, a vital water source for Washington, D.C. We'll prevent him from destroying that dam. You prevent anyone from finding out.
Hey there.
Afternoon.
Can I go across the dam?
Nope, sorry, order came down to close it off.
Why?
Hell if I know. They told me to close the gate, so I closed the gate.
Fair enough. Must be nice working in the great outdoors.
Speak for yourself.
Not a fan, it's beautiful out here.
If the heat and the humidity weren't bad enough, there's the bugs. Don't get me started on the bugs.
What's in the building?
All the controls for the dam.
Sounds interesting. Can I look inside?
You think they got me standing out here to let people in?
Yeah, probably not. Take it easy.
Yep.
Not with the guard standing right there.
Oh God, not the bees!
Hope. The door's unlocked. Nothing happened. Maybe I need to pull the... Water is no longer flowing out of the dam. Nothing happened. Maybe I need to let the river run. I'm leaving that alone. Evidence be damned.
Another job by the numbers asset. I'm sure Schubert appreciates being laid to rest near such a feat of civil engineering. Minus the part where he's dead, of course. Anyway, why don't you take a couple days for rest and relaxation? The Bitcoin ledger shows that whoever paid Schubert sent an even larger payment to another military man, Air Force Logistics Officer Santiago Castillo. Known as Santa and his helpers, Castillo's unit coordinates munition deliveries out of an airbase in Nevada. We need Castillo alive for questioning, but his men have to go. We've slipped them a slow-acting poison that will kick in by the time you arrive on the scene. You'll find them in the hold of Castillo's cargo plane. Don a uniform and contrive an accident that will force the military to investigate.
Captain Castillo? I'm the replacement co-pilot, sir.
All right, Lieutenant. Why don't you do a walk around while I finish some checks up here?
I can handle this one solo, sir. Feel free to take a break.
Not a chance, Lieutenant. It's my ass if you screw up, and you definitely will.
Will we be taking off on schedule, sir?
Not if you keep interrupting me, Lieutenant.
Understood, sir.
On your way, Lieutenant.
Whoopsie. There's a concerning stain on the ground beneath the plane, sir. It's oil.
Damn it, where's it coming from?
No idea, sir.
Of course they send me a useless replacement. I'll take care of it.
Yes, sir. I should enter something to send first. I should put the phone back. This...
Honey, I swear I didn't send that. My phone must have glitched. When would I even have time to cheat? I'm always working. I'll come home right now, okay? The idiot new guy will cover for me. Bye.
Wow. That's one huge fight right over there. Tower, this flight L345.
Flight L345, this is Tower. Go ahead. Over.
Flight L345, ready to taxi to runway.
Flight L345, taxi to runway 2. You are cleared for takeoff. Over.
All right. Let's get this plane to the runway for takeoff. Plane is in position for takeoff. The altitude selector is reset and ready. Let's fly this thing. If I can open the plane's cargo ramp, I could use this strap to reach it from outside. Don't look down. Don't look down. Don't look down.
Hell yeah!
I can just use the door to the cargo hold now. This should be low enough to jump from safely.
Simply spectacular asset. Without question, your most cinematic performance to date. Incidentally, when did you learn to fly a plane like that? I'm going to have to update your personnel file. If you thought a misplaced shipment of conventional weapons was bad, it doesn't hold a candle to nuclear waste. Our mystery client just attempted to divert a container ship's worth of spent reactor fuel out of the port of Gibraltar. Carol Evans is a cargo coordinator at the port and coincidentally the recipient of a tidy sum of Bitcoin. We're removing Evans from the equation to make sure that radioactive material doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
I need to keep my distance. I'm trespassing just being here. Come on, Kitty. We're going on a mission. Your asset. Asset 1081 has successfully infiltrated the secure facility. Bingo. Masterful work, Asset.
Hold it, buddy. This is private property.
I can't believe that worked. I've put the body inside the barrel. I should remember to log out when the mission is complete. Voilà. It's airtight, just like my plan. Bon voyage.
Smartly done, Asset. No one's going to get any closer to those barrels than they have to. Evans will spend at least the next century in radiation-shielded storage. Oh, and per your request, I've deployed a recon agent to collect Asset 1081 and relocate him to your place of residence. We have yet to trace any additional payments originating from the mystery client. However, we have traced one payment they received, and it comes from a name that may ring a bell. Victor Nash, Jr. You must recall the elder Nash and his defection during the Q100 crisis. It seemed his son had chosen a nobler path, opening a winery in Napa Valley. But this connection can't be a coincidence. We've sent an operative to bring in Nash for questioning. You head that way as well in case things go sideways.
I've poured in the crushed grapes. I've added yeast to the fermentation tank. There we go. Grapes ferment in just a couple of hours, right? It's got a handle and it's ready to press. This ladder gets pretty darn That should make the valve a little easier to turn. The water flow is off. The right barrel's already full of wine. I've dumped out the wine. The left. I've moved the wine to the left barrel. Now the wine's in the right barrel. The left barrel is empty. Not while the barrel door is open. These barrels are enormous. I think I need to make a lot more wine. No one's opening that barrel for years. So long, Nash the Younger. No need to go back in there. I should reset the padlock, though. The water flow is on. This clock.
First you fly a plane, now you whip up an entire barrel full of wine. Just how many hobbies did you take up these last few years, Asset? As you noticed, bringing Nash in didn't quite go to plan. When our operative arrived, Nash was already on the phone alerting a contact of agency activity. We had no choice but to take him out before he said too much. We're tracing that call now. Stand by. An extremely fortunate break. Nash's phone call went to a suburb just 20 miles from your present location. The number belongs to Lu Chen, a business partner of Nash who is very likely our mystery client. If we're right, Chen has the connections necessary to alert the entire network that it's been compromised. Our assassin is acting fast, which may well complicate this cleanup. Don't get sloppy.
Hello, friendly dog.
Zoop zoop!
Isn't a mascot a little childish for a golf course? A little something for everybody.
We even have on-site kindergarten for kids who don't like golf.
Why aren't you over at the kindergarten?
Zoop zoop zoop!
Your belly looks so
Zoop zoop zoop!
What if I did, Bunky?
In this jurisdiction, it comes with a mandatory
That's a big ball you've got there.
Zoop zoop zoop! This is
Think I could borrow Roland for a little while?
maybe if you slip Bunky or
Well, bye.
zoop zoop zoop!
Hello?
Welcome in. What'll you have?
Can I have a chocolate bar?
Those are voucher only.
What do you mean voucher only?
You win vouchers by playing the mini golf course.
Take care.
See you.
Hi.
What? What do you need?
What's with the toddler?
What about the toddler?
Isn't she too young to be in kindergarten?
Phil says I take care of whatever a customer drops off. Yesterday I spent 4 hours babysitting a miniature horse.
Good luck.
Thanks so much.
Hey, knock it off.
Are you my dad?
Mercifully, no.
Then mind your own business.
Afternoon?
Sorry if we're holding you.
Uh-oh. Is that a tornado?
What? Where?
Got a voucher here? What does it get me?
That's good for 1 chocolate bar.
I'll take it.
Enjoy.
I'll give you this chocolate bar if you stop being a little brat.
Mom says I'm not supposed to take candy from strangers.
I'm Mark.
Good enough for me.
Zoop zoops! Ah! What the hell?
Whoops. Well, there goes my ant collection.
Who brings their ant collection to a golf course? Who even has an ant collection? I've had it with this.
I'm sure he's on.
No bugs.
Yeah, hi. We've got an ant.
Lucky hole. Is this Phil?
Phil's out today. I'm the new maintenance guy.
Of course he is. Fine. I'll be there in a bit. But But you tell Phil, I'm gonna start charging interest.
You bet. Let's see if they're as fast as they claim. Sorry, Ants. Duty calls. I shouldn't talk while I'm wearing the mascot suit. Too suspicious. Carrying this around will look suspicious unless I'm dressed as the mascot. Uh-oh. Is that a tornado off in the distance?
What? What?
It's just you and me now, Dino. I've created a I need to repair the cracks before I paint over them. Full marks for imagination, but I don't feel so great about this one.
Admirable work under pressure, Asset, especially in such a unique venue. Now that Chen's out of the picture, we can shift our attention to her most active connections in the ledger. It's time to start catching the big fish. Are you familiar with Herbaspark, Asset? It's a glorified pyramid scheme that convinces people to dump their life savings into selling overpriced natural supplements. The woman at the top of that pyramid is Janet Moore, and she'd been transferring an awful lot of Bitcoin to Lu Chen lately. Seems she was taking her garlic pill money and reinvesting it directly into terrorist ventures. Moore is on vacation at an exclusive Japanese ski resort. Pack your bags, Asset.
Morning.
Hey there.
I'm new to...
You want a tip from the guy?
Very funny.
Look, just take it slow. And for the love of God, don't try any black runs.
Black run?
They're for experts only.
What's on the...
Inventory?
Thrilling. See you later.
Hopefully in one piece.
A novice skier wiped out on the expert slope. There's the avalanche siren. Everyone should be... Look at that. Absolutely pristine.
Another target down. That brings a swift end to Moore's financial indiscretion and hopefully to Herba Spark as well. To be honest, Asset, this whole Bitcoin thing might be making Intel collection too easy. Call me old-fashioned, but I'm starting to miss the days when the bad guys all swapped briefcases of unmarked cash. We need you back in Northern California, Asset. You have an appointment with Dominic Cole, founder of Silicon Valley startup Crypto Consultants. The company claims to help everyday folks start investing with Bitcoin. However, all of their clients' money has been landing in just 4 wallets, one of which is Cole's own. Early analysis suggests that the other 3 belong to some very, very bad people. You'll find Cole relaxing in the men's room at the San Lorenzo Zoo.
Excuse me.
What do you need?
What if I
There are emergency exits.
tell that to the animal?
Animals can't talk.
Any dangerous?
They're all dangerous.
Okay, but what's
Lions probably? Saw him devour a whole deer in minutes.
impressive? Is this place?
Are you kidding?
Aren't you the
We're understaffed, so they've... Oh yeah. Go see as much as you can.
The lock on this stall doesn't work. Hi there.
Oh, hello.
I just had some quick...
Sure, why not?
How do you care for the lions?
We sedate them first. We used to try slipping medicine into their food.
Used to? Why?
They could smell that something was different about the meat.
So picky. The bear won't.
Arnold, he's getting ready to hibernate.
Looks to me like he already started.
Not yet. He's still building up his fat reserves.
If you say so. Those bats.
They're actually adorable up close.
What gets them agitated?
Direct light during the day.
Don't we all? Thanks for your time.
Enjoy your visit.
What seems to be...
Looks like some dope put something in the slot beside...
It's always something.
Tell me about it.
It's full of monkeys. Good doing business with you, monkey. Whoever went to feed the bats left the... The bear has some white foam on his mouth, is that...
He does. That's not normal at all.
Positive.
I need to check that out immediately.
I've infused the meat with stinky chemicals. Hopefully the lion... All right, I need to wait until the zoo closes to finish the job. Hide. The whole zoo all to myself. Well, they're really going to town. It's locked. My old friend the dumpster, always around.
Good to see that Cole's out of the picture, Asset, but we've got a problem. We intercepted a 911 call from the Lucky Hole Miniature Golf Park. The body of Lu Chen was just discovered. You're the only operative in the area, Asset. Get over there as soon as possible. Here's the situation, Asset. Lucky Hole Park owner Phil Depler phoned in a dead body about half an hour ago. We've already called off the local police, but Phil's expecting an officer to come by and soon. Pose as the cop responding to Depler's call and make this problem go away. You are hereby granted temporary authorization for lethal force.
Evening, sir.
Thank God you're here.
What happened here?
I was doing my nightly rounds before heading home. I looked closer and saw somebody'd cut a hole in the belly.
All right.
You're joking, right? You don't see the stinky dead lady? I tell you, whoever thought this was a good place to hide a—
Hey, you don't—
What?
Nothing. Who else is here in the—
It's just me. We closed a couple hours ago.
No security guards or anything?
Nah, it's a low crime area.
You're saying there's literally no other human—
No one.
Just a ruling— I have a few—
Sure, what do you need?
Name?
I told you already. Phil Depler.
Date of birth?
January 2nd, 1963.
Social security?
Really? I thought I—
It's standard procedure, sir.
Fine. It's 462795390.
Don't go anywhere.
I won't.
For once, killing somebody is part of the mission. It's unlocked now. It's unlocked now. It's unlocked now. Crap, the— It reads Tiger Windmill Waterfall. Whoa. I wonder if I could retire. It's boating time. One down, one to go. This might be a minute. I'll take a little walk. It's boating time. Second time's a charm, hopefully. The door is locked. Here you go, capybaras. Be saved. The door is locked. The door is locked.
A legendary save asset. You've kept the lid on the most powerful tracking mechanism in the history of this organization. To be clear, the agency does not fault you for the discovery of Chen's body. It was a rush job of our own making after the mishap with Nash. All the same, it's best for you to exercise even more care from here on out. We'll be in touch. With that little fire drill taken care of, we can now turn our attention to the 3 other Bitcoin wallets that Dominic Cole was funneling money to. We've identified their owners, and they're some real pieces of work. The first is Jorge Alvarez, a former drug trafficker turned human trafficker. Alvarez thinks he's on his way to a farm outside Cusco to make a pickup. Instead, you'll be finding somewhere to drop him off.
Access denied.
Good morning. Watch out for lava or whatever.
Yeah.
How goes?
Welcome to paradise.
All this...
Hold it in. Everything's in perfect work.
Yeah?
I know enough to pay the bill.
Why'd you open...
Because certain people are looking for me in the middle.
Laying low?
Trying to.
Sounds like... Aren't you nervous?
Now, it's been smoking.
That doesn't work.
I've been smoking.
Later.
I'll be here.
Not while the manager's right there. Hello?
Welcome to Folly.
Wow. How much does it cost?
$75 a night.
To sleep on the...
You ever actually stay?
Fair. What do you do here?
Book reservations, cancel reservations, sit around, surf the internet.
Sounds like a...
It mostly is.
Thanks.
Anytime.
Some of the water...
Is the blue part spreading?
Yep.
And was somebody in that spot?
Yep and yep.
Welcome to Folly Campground, where someone's...
Hello, sir.
How do you do?
Is that your camper van over there? It smells like rotten eggs.
Uh-oh, must not have turned. Thanks for the heads up.
He unlocked it with that key fob. Maybe I could jam the signal to stop him from locking it. I'm in the market for a radio signal.
You know, those are illegal, right?
So you can't get me.
I didn't say that, friend, but it'll cost you.
How much?
Not money, a favor. Need my rent.
What makes you think I can do that?
Clocked you for an agency stooge.
Guilty. All right.
Well, you're an agreeable stooge, at least.
How will you know
I'll run a packet trace from my laptop. If the agency's tracking worm is disabled, you've done your job.
So you're a hacker?
One of the best.
One of the best got caught?
Shut up.
I'll be back. Oh, what's your name? Kinda need that.
Michael Poole. Keep that to yourself, yeah?
What was the web address for the agency again? Now, what was the clerk's name again? I think he told me. Was that all it took? We really need to upgrade our security. Good news. Algorithm slim.
I'll be the judge of that. Let's see here.
Now about that jammer.
Right, I just need you to get me a few things.
Oh, come on.
They shouldn't be hard to find. You want this jammer or not?
Fine. What am I getting you?
A radio antenna, a battery, and a magnetron.
What the hell's a magnetron?
It's the part of a microwave oven that makes the actual microwaves.
Later.
I'll be here.
The engine's bolted on. I need a wrench. Got a battery for you.
Nice. You go shopping at the...
You know it. Here's the magnetron.
Yep, that should do the job just fine.
Would this antenna work?
That looks brand new.
You know better than to...
Here you go.
Perfect.
Just turn it on. Fortunately for you, it's idiot-proof.
Yeah, thanks. Is that your camper van over there? It smells like rotten eggs.
Uh-oh, must not have turned off the propane. Thanks for the heads up.
The jammer worked like a charm. Like a little drivable house. Nice, that wasn't too tough. I'm coming for you, Volcano. Bodies taken care of.
Magnificent asset, you've given Alvarez a first-class ticket straight to hell. I hope you found some time to enjoy the sights while you were up there. I also see you met our friend Mr. Poole. I can't say I'm thrilled that he's been unleashed back onto the net, but hopefully this olive branch is the first step to recruiting him one day. I'd much prefer him hacking other governments instead of our own.
Nice, the card had some credit on it. One pack of the explosive balls, please. Keep the change.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't open. Looks like a pretty old lock. Where are your hard hats? I, Station Safety Inspector Grisham, am outraged.
We took them off, sir. It's boiling hot in here.
Do you think a steel beam cares how hot it is when it falls on your head?
No, sir. We'll put our hard hats back on, sir.
It's too late for that. I'm writing you both up. You're dismissed until further notice.
Whatever. I need a break anyway. Come on, Frank.
It's made of rigid aluminum bars bolted together.
Oh God, what the hell is happening? I gotta get out of here.
He forgot his coat. I don't blame him.
Good afternoon, passengers. This train has out of an abundance. This train will hold at the station temporarily, then proceed to a repair depot. We apologize for the inconvenience.
That won't stay on the... That train should be headed to the repair depot. I can follow the trail of paint. I've connected the... Looked real enough to me. Good old-fashioned practical effects.
All passengers, this train is stopped indefinitely due to an emergency incident. This line will likely be out of service for several hours. Please deboard immediately and seek alternate transportation.
Cleverly contrived asset, Richter's very public death will create a power vacuum in his mercenary corps, throwing it into disarray. With any luck, they'll disband entirely. Go ahead and catch a train down to Switzerland. We've got one last villain to take care of before we turn our attention to Satoshi. We've nearly pinpointed Satoshi's current location, asset. They're definitely in South America. Now we just need to eliminate a few thousand proxy IPs. As to the mission at hand, Dr. Konrad Hess is the dean of Milton Schieffer Medical School in Zurich. The survival rate at the school's teaching hospital recently plummeted as Hess has begun sabotaging surgeries to harvest organs for sale on the dark web. Go give Hess a taste of his own malpractice.
Reception open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Phone 119-1024.
Hello. Welcome to the Milton Schieffer School of Medicine. May I help you?
Could you direct me to the dean's office?
Do you have an appointment with him?
No, but this concerns a large donation.
How large are we talking, sir?
Let's just say this place won't be named after Milton Schieffer much longer.
Say no more. Down the hall and take the stairs up.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
I can't open it any further. Perfect. A crisp, clear shot of the key. Which part of the body is that supposed to be? A printer worked on the first try? All right. The cutout fits now. This is either genius or idiot. Pretty simple desk for a dean. A photo of the professor with his kid. It's nicer than the dean's.
Milton Schieffer School of Medicine. This is Fergus.
Good afternoon. I'm calling in regard to Dr. Walker's son.
Is there an issue?
I'm the principal of his school. We caught him selling Cuban cigars during gym.
Well, that sounds like a terrible lie. Verify the son's first name, please.
Joseph.
I am confident that was a lucky guess, but I will let Dr. Walker know.
Appreciate it. I've cut the incendiary chemicals from all of the matchsticks. I've filled the padlock with incendiary. This thing's ruined. I should just... I'm alone in the building for now. Time to move. Incredible. They stripped the body clean. Impressive. These nails should keep the skeleton in one piece. If only I could do something this simple with the body. No one's gonna notice that among all this other trash. The door is locked. Looks just like a fake plastic. I need to open the...
So kind of you to let Dr. Hess remain a fixture at his school, Asset. It's certainly more than he deserves. Unsurprisingly, you would have made a decent mortician in another life. Now head straight to the airport. We just received definitive confirmation that Satoshi Nakamoto is in Paraguay. We need to move fast, Asset. An engineer as talented as Satoshi has undoubtedly detected evidence of our tracking by now. We believe Satoshi is holed up in a hotel room in downtown Asuncion. Security footage indicates a brown-haired man with a large beard. We've instructed authorities at the nearby Argentine border to detain anyone who matches that description. The long-term effectiveness of our entire agency depends on this operation, Asset. Good luck.
What the hell?
I'm unarmed. Please, I just want to talk.
You're Satoshi Nakamoto?
Yes! I mean, that's the name I used on the Bitcoin paper.
You killed our assassin. How?
I knew he was coming. I hacked into your agency's network. I knew you were coming too. I hoped you'd be more willing to talk than he was.
All right then. What do you have to say?
I wasn't trying to create a currency for criminals. I'm just a cryptography researcher. This whole project's gotten way out of hand. I swear I'll abandon it forever if you just help me disappear. What do you say?
Fine. Let's get you out of here.
Thank you, thank you. I'll head straight for the border.
Wait. Border security is on the lookout for someone matching your description. You'll need a new identity with credentials to match.
I'll get my laptop.
No. Nothing digitally traceable. We need to do this the old-fashioned way. Wait here. What's up?
Not much. You?
You hear about the thief in the hotel?
Huh? No, what thief?
Management said somebody's been breaking into rooms lately.
Ugh, great. I should probably go lock up my passport at least. Thanks for the heads up.
He hurried off to his room. With the tape there, the door won't fully close. Excuse me.
What can I do for you, sir?
I lost the combination to my room safe.
Is it urgent, sir? I don't have the key.
Very urgent. Who does have it?
Gerardo. He doesn't come in until tomorrow.
Unacceptable.
I believe he once mentioned a backup combination for all the safes.
What is it?
I don't remember exactly. I think it was the same number over and over.
I guess it's worth a shot. Where can I grab a bite to eat?
There's a great little restaurant just down the street.
What's their specialty?
Meat, cheese, and coffee.
3 of my favorite things. That's all.
Enjoy your stay.
Yeah!
Hi there.
Good afternoon, sir. Looking for some eyewear?
Do you really need those glasses?
Of course I do. Why else would I be wearing them?
I think you can see fine and you're just showing off the product.
Shh. Not so loud. All right, my vision's perfect. Happy?
I knew it. What's the deal with these contact lenses?
Entirely cosmetic.
Yellow? Who buys yellow?
Around Halloween. Just about everybody.
I'm good for now.
Come back anytime.
That should distract them for a bit. Hi.
What can I get started for you?
Do you know the older lady sitting outside?
Oh, yes. She's the reason our waiter Marco just snuck out the back door.
You're not mad at him?
Mad? I'd do the same thing. She's an absolute terror.
I need a minute.
Take your time.
My coffee has a gross dead fly in it. I nearly drank it.
I apologize, sir. That won't do at all. Let me brew you a fresh cup right now.
Very good. She won't be gone long. Thanks again for waiting. Here's a menu.
About time. Stay right there. This won't be long.
Yes, ma'am.
I can't read a damn word. These glasses are trash. I'm walking straight down to City Hall to report that four-eyed swindler.
Huh. She was so angry she forgot. My aunt was here earlier. She'd like to exchange these glasses.
Very well. Who is your... Oh dear, I recognize those. Yes, yes. Exchange them for literally anything. Just please don't bring her back here.
How about a pair of colored contacts?
Fine, whatever. Here.
Thanks a bunch. No need to cut it down any further. Now to take care of the assassin's body. You're a brand new man, Satoshi. Time to leave.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for this.
Don't thank me until it works. Head straight to the border and play it cool.
And after that?
Entirely up to you. As long as you leave your little project alone. Trust me, you wouldn't enjoy another visit from my colleagues.
I understand. Thank you again.
Outstanding! Satoshi Nakamoto is no longer a thorn in our side, and our backdoor exploit remains safe and sound. As the Bitcoin network grows over time, our direct view into global criminal activity will grow right along with it. Hearty congratulations, Asset. I've received word from Command that after so many years of exemplary service, your obligations to this agency are hereby deemed completed in full. We just need you to sign a few forms back here at headquarters. We need to move fast, Asset. An engineer as talented as Satoshi has undoubtedly detected evidence of our tracking by now. We believe Satoshi is holed up in a hotel room in downtown Asuncion. Security footage indicates a brown-haired man with a large beard. We've instructed authorities at the nearby Argentine border to detain anyone who matches that description. The long-term effectiveness of our entire agency depends on this operation, Asset. Good luck.
What the hell?
I'm unarmed. Please.
You're Satoshi Nakamoto?
Yeah.
You killed our assassin. How?
I knew he was coming. I hacked into your agency's network. I knew you were coming too. I hoped you'd be more willing to talk than he was.
All right then. What do you have to say?
I wasn't trying to create a currency for criminals. I'm just a... This whole project's gotten way out of hand. What do you say?
I'll help you disappear, Satoshi. Yep, that did the trick. Hello in there.
You got a good reason to wake me up from my nap.
Are you sleeping?
I was. What's it to you?
There's a hotel just a block away.
You think I can afford that place? Look at my car. Would you let me sleep already?
Sure, sorry. Afternoon.
Sorry, little distracted with work.
Why are you working out in the lobby?
My girlfriend's in our room meditating. She requires sensory isolation.
What the hell does that mean?
No intrusive sights, sounds, or smells, especially smells.
Sounds extreme.
You're telling me. She also demanded room 25 because the number has healing.
Don't forget to take stretch breaks.
Yeah.
These switches must control the airflow for each room. I'll just use the... That guy's girlfriend won't be happy about this.
My aura has been clouded, Aiden. Clouded. How exactly am I supposed to transcend? You're taking us to a new hotel, now!
Such a beauty. Hey, man. Booked you a room at the hotel over there.
You did? Why?
I don't know. Felt bad about waking you up, I guess.
Wow. Well, thanks.
Don't mention it. Hi.
Hello, sir. What brings you to City Hall today?
The street outside is covered in trash. I'm an outraged citizen.
Deep breaths, sir. We'll get this sorted. I'll just review our surveillance cameras. Opening now. Oh, wow, you weren't kidding.
I never kid. I'm extremely serious about municipal cleanliness.
We appreciate your concern, sir. I'll dispatch the street sweeper momentarily.
Yes, splendid. Make it so. It surrounds the park. The gate's open. A fitting end for Satoshi, buried under the weight of commerce.
Outstanding! Satoshi Nakamoto is no longer a thorn in our side, and our backdoor exploit remains safe and sound. As the Bitcoin network grows over time, our direct view into global criminal activity will grow right along with it. Hearty congratulations, Asset. I've received word from Command that after so many years of exemplary service, your obligations to this agency are hereby deemed completed in full. We just need you to sign a few forms back here at headquarters.
With the disappearance of Satoshi Nakamoto, the intelligence agency's universal access to the Bitcoin network remains undetected. The world enters a new era of financial surveillance, casting an ominous shadow over the digital realm.